Hello and welcome to another edition of Toys from the Attic. Yep, it's still October and we're still taking a look at the Spider-Man and his Vampire Wars line. So for today, we're going to be taking a look at mutated Michael Morbius. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at this guy. While trying to find a cure for his vampirism, Morbius was transformed even further into a more monstrous and bat-like creature. Once able to keep his vampire nature somewhat under control, Morbius is now a darker version of his former self. Now seeking to build a world of his own kind, Morbius builds his vampire army. Alright, so here we have Toy Biz and Spider-Man's mutated Michael Morbius. Now as you can see, this guy is a way different creature than the Morbius we reviewed a few weeks ago. I mean, he's way more vampired out. You can definitely see the big bat wing ears right here, his much stronger arms, and everything else about him is just taken to the max. I'm going to take his little sidekick off right here. I guess I could just say the only accessories that this guy came with was this little tiny bat demon minion. He has these little bat wings. Doesn't really do much. Some little bit of armor and some place going down his long tail. This guy's actually kind of so cool on his own that, yeah, he's just this weird little demon guy. He never appeared in the show, but he just looks really cool. I mean, he's a great accessory to have wherever you want, especially kind of on the arm and shoulder of something like this. You can think that he's almost whispering evil things into his ear. But anyways, I'm going to put him over to the side. Now, as far as he goes, he's lost a lot of articulation, in his mutation in this form. I mean, his legs can only go up and down, and his arms can only go up and down as well. There's no head articulation, no waist articulation, no knee, elbows. His tail can kind of move side to side, but with that, you could look at it, see how small his legs are and his feet are. This guy is just not going to be able to stand on his own. He's just always going to be falling over. So you need that tail back there to kind of give him like this tripod-ish balance, which is okay. I mean, I can get by that idea just because it doesn't really take away from it, and it helps with the balancing idea. It just makes him look more demonish. It's nice to see that his veins are a lot more protruded out here. He has these little bit of bat wings on here, which explains a lot better of how he flew than in the original form of Michael Morbius. And like I complained last time, this version actually has the little suckers on his hand for when he's sucking out plasma from people. Now, the particular gimmick of this guy you can kind of see here on the chest is he has these clear, transparent veins. And he has a little button right here on his back. And the idea is when you push it right there, you can see the blood actually flowing through him. This gimmick, I really don't mind. Normally, I hate gimmicks on toys, but for this guy, it works. Not only because it is a gimmick that needs a bigger, bulkier frame, that just adds to how big this guy looks and how much more of a menacing feature he is. And second of all, this gimmick doesn't get in any other way of the actual toy. I mean, it doesn't get in the way of his arm. It's not like those hands that have a missile that can be fired out of or anything else. It doesn't hinder him in any way. I mean, yeah, granted, he can't move his waist or anything, but that wasn't part of the initial design. Overall, this guy is really kind of just neat. I really preferred this Morbius over the other one. When I bought this guy, I was definitely happy with him. Definitely on his face, you could just see how monstrous that kind of is, and then how far his hair has come out. It definitely gives him sort of almost a lion's mane look. I mean, let's just compare him to the other Michael Morbius that we took a look at last week. You can definitely see there is a big difference between them. Granted, this guy came out a little bit later, so they had a little bit more. They knew a little bit more of what they were doing. Anyways, this has been a look at the mutated Michael Morbius. Once again, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you've seen today, please feel free to like, subscribe, or leave a comment below in the comment section. Any advice for the show will be greatly appreciated. Who knows, something you suggest may appear on the show in the future.